Hold on.
And
Go.
Okay. Hey guys, this is my homie Bearj. I shaved his head a couple times a week, so I thought I would do a little demo for you guys on how to do this. Yeah, so first step is lather. You gotta lather the man up pretty good. As you see, I'm in the halfway through doing it. And I like to give like a nice little scalp massage, right? Like anybody can shave their head at home. They come to the barber for the experience of it, right? So make it nice. Give them a nice little, ooh, how's that feel, Bearj?
It's fabulous. No, that's great. Fabulous.
Once we get them nice and frothy, put a hot towel on. I'm gonna test it on the inside of my wrist, just make sure it's like not too hot. I should be able to hold it for a second or two. Sometimes Thursdays I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I get the whole head. I'm gonna fold it across his forehead like a silk. I'm gonna take the back of it and wrap it around so I can catch all of that hair at the nape. Thank you. I got my clip. I like to clip the towel up so that I can get my razor. And so he can see me sanitize and prepare my razor in front of him, so he knows it's all sanitary, everything's on the up and up. You got some germs, they ain't come from me. And I'm going to let my towel sit on his scalp until it starts to cool off to the touch. So just a minute or so. You can pat it, give him a nice little scalp massage if you want to while it's still sitting on there. Right? Good scalp massage.
When I make tacos, I start off by cooking a little bit, put a little bit of adobo, sazon.
And we're at school, so I'm in the middle of my work days. If you hear some background noise, you know, it's just part of the ambiance. That's all.
Which is like
Kidding, popcorn on the floor. Mr. Mario, it was a school thing. I know we're not supposed to eat on the floor. You look amazing.
He sanctioned it.
Thank you, Miss Valerie.
Sanctioned it. Good night. Now, after the head shave, I use a cold towel to close the pores down. So this towel, I'm not going to throw away in the dirty bin. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to let the air cool it down, and then I'm going to use it after. You got to do your own laundry. You appreciate reusing the towel if you can. As long as it's his germs. Don't reuse the towel on somebody else. That's disgusting. So I got a 50-50 mix here of the Baxter of California close shave, a super close shave formula. It's super hydrating, really rich, and I mix it 50-50 with the hot lather. With just the hot lather mix that we used before. And that's just because it's super rich. You don't have to use it straight. You can easily mix it with some hot lather and stretch your dollar a little bit. It's still plenty rich. It's going to stay nice and moist on the scalp, so it's okay to mix it. Bearj is fancy. He got a little lighter bowl back there. We're going to leave that there. So first I'm going to shave them with the grain so I can get right up to the graphics, line them up real sharp, and then I'm going to go against the grain to get it. Right, Beezy?
Right on.
That's how we do it. So I'm going to start here so I can get his graphics outlined, and then I'll go get everything else against the grain.
You guys.
I'll hold his skin nice and tight, lay the razor down as flat as I can on his scalp without just gliding over. I still want to have like a 30-degree angle on it so I can pick up some good hair and not just let the razor glide over.
cannot argue with the straight razor.
That's that's the best thing about creating a straight line with the straight razors. It's already straight. All you got to do is lay it down, let it do the work for you. So it's important to stretch the skin and get it tight. With my graphics though, I don't want to stretch the skin too much because I'm gonna warp the line if I do that. So just try to hold it nice and still, keep it tight.
Boy, now that that's filled in a little bit, that graphic like jumps out at you.
And it's something, well, especially after we shave it, man, it's gonna really pop. As long as I hold his skin nice and tight, I lay the razor down pretty flat, and I keep his skin moist, the odds of me cutting him are not very great. So I can go ahead and just take the bulk off there. Keep your razor nice and clean so you can see your cutting edge. You don't want to let hair and lather goop up on there too much. You want to see what you're doing. Playing. I've never heard this song before.
Mr. Bearj, you got a good head of skin for shaving there.
Oh, that's what I heard.
You do. It's good dense hair.
So you got that going for you.
Man, my hair used to be so dense and thick.
It still is. It's just selective about where it's dense and thick now, that's all.
Yeah,
It's
Jack Daniels, there was a lot of Jack Daniels.
Is that what did it? I better cool out there. Cool. We got some nice clean lines on our lightning bolt. I'm pretty happy about what that is shaping up to look like. So I'm just going to wet them down, reapply, and then I'm going to go ahead and go against the grain here. So I'm going to start in the top, going against the grain, and then I'll pick that back up, going against. Thank you, sir. Ken is my little assistant here. I'm going to wet them back down. And I usually just stick this on my pocket there so I can get at it when I need to. An anchor on the skin somewhere or on the client somewhere, even when I'm shaving his face or fading if I can have a hand on the client. I always want to do that. A lot of people will like sneeze or start to say something and then they stop, and if you are on your client, if you're anchored on them, you can feel them start to do stuff like that. Yeah.
How long did it take you to master the straightness?
I don't know anybody's ever mastered it, truthfully. I mean, my teacher told me 10 years ago when I was in barber school that if you get too comfortable with the razor, it'll bite you, which I proved 2 weeks ago, right? Man, I was like, and I cut my thumb wide open,
Oh my God.
So you have to, it's nothing, you have to stay
See how much better
aware.
you can see the definition of the unshaved.
You have to stay on your game. It's same thing with shears. You get too comfortable with them and start throwing them around like you're a pro, you're gonna cut yourself.
I sliced myself the first day. I took my shears out.
Yeah, you'll do it plenty more times too. This is just an occupation where you can always grow. You can always learn something. You can always get better. I don't know that you ever really master it. You just become a professional, I guess.
So now when you learn it in the barber classroom, how long do you guys stay on working with just a straight edge?
We jump on in. It just depends. I mean, we hit it pretty early, like week 1 actually, and we revisit it constantly. So it takes a long time to get really comfortable with it.
So now you pull the skin too.
Yep, you pull away from the stroke. So if I'm stroking this way,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be pulling his skin down and away.
Oh.
Hey, you're asking some good questions. Thank you. Are you genuinely interested, or are you just trying to help me with the video?
No, I'm
All right. Well, I appreciate you anyway.
I want to come back for it.
So his grain is growing
Yeah.
this way, so I'm stroking that way to stay against the grain.
Because originally, before I started here, I was going to swap. Because that was when the barber class started. And I had to extend when I
We started the same time.
I think so. And I saw it and I was like, in this air and I might be switching.
Now, Misty, is there any specific way? Is there any specific region of the head that facilitates more freehand or backhand strokes or anything like that, or does it just depend?
It really depends on like your angle, right? Like I was saying, shorter, taller barbers can probably reach over his head and cut this, going, free. Freehand.
Mm-hmm.
The opposite side of the head, shorter barbers, if you can't reach over, you're gonna have to backhand it. So it really just depends on whatever is more comfortable, or you feel like you can get the better hold. I don't want to hold the razor in a way that I don't feel confident and not be able to give him a good shave.
That stroke.
They're small too, right?
Yeah.
Always stay small.
My instructor also told me small strokes leave small cuts. So if you're gonna cut them, I'd rather cut them in 2 little bitty strokes than just go and have a whole gash, right?
Where's the lip by?
So you angle the razor too, right?
The razor should be as flat to the scalp as it can be and still cut. So if I'm too flat on his scalp, I'm gonna glaze over. I'm not gonna cut him at all. So about 30 degrees is where you want your razor, but as flat as possible.
Now, do we have to wait to come back for barbering after class?
I don't think so. I don't see why you would.
No, you can just.
We'll expect you then.
I will.
Look how close that
I know
is.
somebody could
Look how
talk to you
close
to
that
find
is.
out in a big hurry.
Yeah, right.
Also, now can you guys do cars $500 or no?
You know, that's interesting. We don't need to, because we can do everything that you can do on our license. So we actually don't need to go back for college school. So most people don't offer a short program.
They don't have it actually. They don't really have a. It doesn't
Yeah,
really.
it
They don't
doesn't.
really,
No, it's
really
not really a
exist.
thing.
See, back in the day, everything was under barber license,
Not cars.
not cos. There was no cos. There was just barbering license. See, when women started doing the hair a lot, and they were just assisting them under somebody had the barber license. So when that business took off, they started to decide to separate it. So there was a lot of women like, we don't want to be a barber, we just want to do hair, what I'm saying, and color and stuff. And that's when it split. But they still kept the barbers as when you take a barber's license, you can do everything. But cars only like haircuts and color.
So any one of us can walk in
I know
the
I got this
salon.
haircut though. Okay,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
doing this haircut.
You can do color, you can do cuts, you can do anything.
No, my teacher.
Now the trick with haircuts though,
She's been working on
because back in those days, men got their hair cut very short. So the only barbers did it. So when the salon and women start doing men, the barber union complained.
Now, how are you doing his sideburns there?
See?
I'm just tapering it, so the same way you
But
would
then
do with
it turns
clippers
around because
on the
they
scalp
said
and then
they're not
pivoting
using
away.
Razors,
Wow.
but they're using
See that, Ken?
because they start growing the hair out, the hippies and all that. So they're like, wow, the hair is long, cutting them like women's hair.
That's when
So
barbering
that's how-
started dying
So
out.
that's how they got away with it. Men start going to the salon. That's when barbers start fading away. Just like old people in the little towns and stuff. That's your history right there. You guys are very
And now the
welcome
fading's
there.
back.
Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, and now it's coming back.
Fading's
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Yeah, then you got the whole new generation came out and started. Like a lot of Hispanic kids came out. Like they all did it in the garages or in their in their homes, and they just brought the whole new wave to it with graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's a lot of hip things to do again. And it will last. It might last a day or a month or 10, 20 years, like Ken and I were talking. But right now it's here.
So then say like I were to come back for the barbering, since I have, like I know all my color and women's cuts, do I just do guys cuts then and learn the straight edge?
So if you can do the 500-hour program, that's how it goes. But I believe you have to have 2 years of professional experience to do just 500 hours.
Okay. When you guys are gonna wait 2 years for me.
2 years.
And then no, you don't have to do any color, any roller sets, anything colored. All cuts and shades.
So did you show some for baby yet?
No. September.
That's really good.
So
Also, if you cut somebody during a head shave, like, don't freak out. Okay, be the professional. It's usually just a little nick. It's usually not a big deal. Stop the service. Follow your cut protocol. You know what to do.
one of them was
Stop the service. Put some gloves on. Dress the wound. Put some styptic powder on it, and then finish up the service. But don't freak out like, oh my god. Address it like a professional.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Like I would do.
Yeah, like Chris
Yeah.
would do. He's like, no, absolutely not.
And he runs around like
That's
Or I just leave. I would.
Yeah, you would just drop the razor
just
and
leave.
run out.
Yeah.
No, please don't.
Ah.
They'll be like, where's Christopher? Christopher's gone.
And his
He
like,
left.
sitting there leaking.
Gracias.
Doesn't that look nice?
We have to learn color, we have to learn foils, we have to learn curves.
I want to get him nice and good in there.
Well, nobody will let me cut their hair guy-wise because I don't have this.
You don't have what?
The straight edge. They're like, well, you can't line me up. I'm like, well, can't you just go get lined up and let me do it?
Oh.
Yeah.
What? You're not? Well, at least she realized she's in the wrong. Sorry, babe. What made you decide to get a lightning bolt on the back of your head?
Well, that's always been my style.
Yeah.
When I used to do hair shows. So I'm always known as the lightning guy. But I color it, yellow and orange.
Yeah.
So,
So you used to have it look like a lightning bolt?
huh?
You used to have it look like one?
Yeah.
Like color.
Because like this, I look kind of too normal. So that's why I color it. Now everybody gets graphic now these days. So.
That's that. We're going to put
great.
the cold towel on and close this point down.
So now a cold towel to close the pores.
Yep, and then some aftershave tonic. Again, we use Baxter of California. I think it's amazing stuff. It smells great. It closes the pores, tightens up the skin. So
But that's a good stuff.
it is good stuff. And then aftershave balm to keep it nice and smooth, right? put some moisture back in the game. This towel now, like I said, I just set it aside. I let the air cool it down. It's pretty cold.
You're right.
Actually. You don't even have to run cold
I got
water.
a fresh cool one for you.
Oh no, this one the air dried.
Okay.
Over there. It's nice and cold, B. If you,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
let a hot towel air cool, it gets very cold.
Yeah.
All
I
by
noticed.
yourself. You don't have to run cold water on it. And again, this is his towel. It's not, you know, his germs.
There's no cross-contamination or anything
Exactly.
because it's the same exact towel used for the same exact client. Just earlier.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
And again, if you got to do your own laundry at the shop, you don't want to use 45 towels on the shave. You don't have to. This one can be reused. All right. Shave tonic, great stuff.
Also by Baxter.
Also by Baxter of California. You can spray it directly on his head, just like kind of like mist it, or you can put it in your hand and apply it. On that beautiful bald head.
Make a wish.
Oh yeah. You in the game now.
I make it look sassy.
Oh my god.
Well, you know that's right.
That's right.
All right, that's right, everybody.
Wait, you're not done yet?
A little aftershave balm just to soothe any irritation that you may be
Do you mind
having.
showing us that as well, Miss D?
I don't mind.
Irritation.
This is also
Baxter of California.
aftershave balm. Yep. And this is really nice. I love the aftershave balm as well.
Just everything they make is nice. This one has a nice, light, like lemongrass kind of smell to it. It's really refreshing, light, and soothing. Is it soothing, baby?
It's very soothing.
Very soothing.
I love it.
And you
I really
rub it on
do.
your hands if your hands are dry.
I like it. It makes my head
I got a little
shiny for at least 2
left over
days.
right there. Yeah, 2 days of shine. I like it.
I've always had it boxed with my customer.
Like don't skip those little finishing touches. Make sure you get down there. I'm gonna pick up his ears and eyebrows in a little bit, but that's it. That's our shave.
Okay, it looks great.
Thanks, man.
Great job, Miss D.
Thank you.
It's because he had a double process.
Yeah, sanitize those hands.
He went lighter and then he went different color. So it was like 2 different questions.
It's really, really nice. Look at that.
What is it? Every time you do
Isn't that incredible?
it, makes me feel like I want to walk and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the nice thing is you can really make this into something that's really relaxing for the client, something that they, yes, it should be.
It should be anybody can shave their. I mean, he couldn't shave his head at home because he has a lightning bolt in it. But anybody can shave their head at home. So you have to do something above and beyond what they would do at home. And
Exactly.
That's service. That's customer service. You know,
Exactly.
taking care of people, massage, conversation. I mean, really, this isn't something he has to pay me to do. So I have to make it worth his while. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Worth his dollar.
Mr. Bearj, when you get it done, do you feel the pull on your hair, or is it just you don't feel anything?
What do you mean?
Like when she's going up on the back of your head, do you feel that, or is it just feel like
No, it
going
doesn't.
up and down?
It just feels like, well, I mean, you don't feel anything. But I mean, you feel it that she's doing it, but I mean,
Great job. Great job, Miss D.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for showing us the shave, head shave.
No problem.
Thank you, Mr. Bear.
thank you, thank you.
Bye.
See?